Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the cooking show. Today we're making some chicken, coconut, and garlic soup to make you feel better, because chances are you're feeling a little under the weather. First thing you're going to need, some chicken. Then you're going to need some canned tomatoes for the tomato sauce, some red curry paste, some shredded coconut, unsweetened preferably, some small potatoes, some coriander, some chicken stock, some extra virgin olive oil, garlic, and an onion. And that's all you're going to need. Very simple, just takes a little bit of prep work. Otherwise, it's a very easy meal to make. Now, first thing you want to do is you want to get your chicken. You're going to open it up, and you want to get maybe 3 breasts of it. Now, cooking chicken, you want to be careful because you need it to be fully cooked or you might get really sick. So be very careful with this part and be sure to wash your hands before and after. Now, in order to cook chicken, you want to get some parchment paper. You want to measure out to your pan. It doesn't need to be a perfect cut. It just needs to go under the chicken. So you put that under like that. You get your 3 chicken breasts. Doesn't have to be marinated, it can be plain. And if you're not really into eating meat, then tofu will be fine, but the chicken's already dead, you might as well eat it. So you got 1, you got 2, you got 3 pieces of chicken. Now, depending on what type of chicken you have, you're going to want to cook it for about 350 degrees Fahrenheit or about 175 degrees centigrade. With this one in particular, the PC Blue menu, it's 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes on one side, then you flip it over, 15 minutes on the other side. It starts off looking like that, and then when you're done, it's going to look like that. Now, important thing right here is you want to cook your chicken a good amount of time before you start cooking the rest of the soup because you want it to cool, because we're going to shred the chicken afterwards. So come a little closer and we'll start doing that right now. So you got your 3 pieces of chicken here. They are looking good. Now, you want to check before you start cooking. You can do that because it's fully cooked. You want to check to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So you give a nice cut, you see that, no pink at all, you're ready to cook. You get your shredder, usually used for shredding cheese, but in this case we're going to be shredding chicken. Go like this, it's back and forth, nice and easy. And there you go. Start shredding it up like that. You got to give it a little bit of force. It's a little tougher than cheese to shred, and it might take a little bit of time. So you want to start doing this first because you don't know how long it's going to take, but it's very important. And we're almost finished up here. Keep on grinding it. It's a little tough, it's a little time consuming, so you don't want to get anything underway before you get this done because you don't know how long it's going to take. You just keep grinding it up there. Grinds fairly easily. Now with the marinated chicken, it's a little bit of a mess. You might have an easier time with unmarinated chicken or sauceless chicken. And you can see it's a little messy, but cooking's fun, right? Because it's messy. Not unlike the Argentinian football team. Well, we got a pretty good amount here. So we'll just finish that up. We don't need all of that. You see, we'll just kind of put this down, wipe it off. Don't worry about making a bit of mess, we'll just clean it up later. There we go. Get all that marinated garlicky stuff off. It's a little much, but what can you do? And we're going to take some glass, put this into. Once again, don't worry about making a mess, you know. Just imagine you're a little kid in an arts and crafts type of environment. You know, it's just like finger painting, except you can eat it actually. So we'll get rid of all this stuff. Don't eat that. We'll clean up our workspace here. Now, because this chicken is cooked, we can continue to use this. Look, it's a little sticky. Because this chicken is already cooked, we can still use the same. But you might want a same cutting board, but you might want to flip it over just because it's a little cleaner, a little nicer to work with. The next thing we're going to prepare are our garlic and our onion. Alright, so with the garlic, you only want about 3 or 4 cloves. If you like a lot of garlic, you can go up to 6. If you're not much of a garlic fan, 4 is good enough. But you want garlic in here because that's the key ingredient to making you start feel better. Garlic's good for all sorts of things. So I read on the internet. So we got 1 clove, 2 clove, 3 clove. I'm a garlic guy. Let's do 4, 5. We'll do a whole 6. Now, there's a little trick you can do in order to get some of the stuff off. You want to put your knife flat like this. You want to make sure the sharp point's pointing away. Get your fist like this, bump it like that. And look at this. Peels right off. Wasn't a very good bump. Let's do a different one. This one will be good. Remember, sharp point pointing away, not like this. Otherwise you're going to find yourself in the hospital. Nice firm bump. And there you go. Look at that. It just opens right up like a flower in spring. You take your garlic presser, put your garlic into here, and squeeze. Ooh, look at that. Take your sharp knife, cut it off. Now some garlic pressers, they have these little things here, so you can kind of get that gunky stuff out of there. Maybe give it another push. Get a little extra ones out. There's your garlic. Do that for the rest of these. And there we go. Now we got the rest of the garlic done. Next up is the onion. Onions, a little tricky to work with, a little sad. So you want to cut it in half, like so. Put it down like this. You want to start peeling off that first layer of skin. Go all the way around. You don't need that. You can even, here's a little trick, cut a little spot right here. Pick this up, and the whole top layers come right off. You don't need those top layers. What you want is the succulent insides. Look at that. Nice and fresh. And the way we want our onions are diced up. We also want to get rid of this little thing, because we won't want to be eating that either. You just cut that away, like so. First, we go like this. Just cutting little slices. Watch out, you don't want to take a little finger off there. That won't make your soup feel any better. And you cut this way, a nice dicing motion. Always being careful about your fingers. You know, when you're beginning into the world of cooking, you wouldn't want to lose a finger early. That's only for the professional chefs. Now here they came off loose, that's alright. Nothing's gonna be perfect when you're first time cooking. It's only once, you know, you get a little bit of practice in, right? Cut it up like this, nice and diced. These ones are a little thick, we'll cut these down to size a bit. Knock them down a peg. Got a bit of a mess here, that's alright, like I said. It's like crafts, it's like cooking. Now some people get a little teary-eyed when they're cooking onions. Some may say it's because of what's in the onions, but personally, I get a little teary-eyed because I just know how great this meal is going to be. Tears of joy. We'll do the next one here. Same thing, cut this way, cut a little slit, just like that. We'll take off those other layers of onions. Some say onions are a lot like ogres. I don't know why, I've never seen an ogre, and I've seen a lot more onions. But there you go, people can lie. Cut this little top off here. Don't need that. Get that out of there. Same thing. Cut one way. Now if you don't cut all the way through, then, see here's some learning right here. Then they don't start separating, going all over the place. You get as much as you can to the bottom. Leave it there. Continue to cut. Uh-oh, better be careful. Close to the fingers. Just like that. And you go this way. This one you can go a little closer, a little faster. You don't care if these ones stay on. But look at that. Nice and diced. It's like we're in Las Vegas. And you know what? I don't really need that. We'll keep that there. And there you go. You got your onions, fine sliced, and your garlic. Up next, the potatoes. Before we get onto the potatoes, let's clear away our cutting board here. We're running out of space. We'll get some glass Tupperware, and we'll move our onions into the glass Tupperware. Just like that. Clean up the space a little bit. Doesn't matter if some go all over the place. Remember, we're having fun, we're making a bit of a mess. Nothing really matters here. What matters is that we're learning how to cook. Now, potatoes. You can boil them, you can mash them, you can stick them in a stew. Today, we're going to be sticking them into a soup. Let's open it up. Nice President's Choice. Oh, look at these beautiful potatoes. Now, we only want about a quarter of the bag here. So, you know, you eyeball it and, you know, that looks like about a quarter bag. We'll maybe put one more here. Well, how we're going to prepare these is we're going to quarter them. So just some more simple cutting. Now, with these potatoes, they come pre-washed, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you get other types of potatoes, then you might want to wash them. You want to wash everything that you get here. So, cut them like that. Cut them like that. Quartered. Not drawn and quartered. It's not the 1800s. And this isn't law. This is cooking. Cut like that. Nice and easy. Nice and quick. Not too quick. Don't want to slip up. Don't want to quarter our fingertip. Just like that. Now these will add a nice starchiness to the stew. By stew I mean soup. But really, who's to say? Cut like that. Just like that. Now, for those of you who do not enjoy the eating of animals, you may want to wonder, well, how are you going to get your proteins that the 200 million years of evolution have kind of required you to have? Well, here's a good source right here. Starchy. Combine these with something else like some legumes or chickpeas or anything that's thick with starch. You got yourself a full protein right there. There we go. Look at that, nice and quartered. Do one more here. And they'll add a bit of heartiness to the soup. So it's not just a creamy drink that you could put into a milkshake. And there we go. We got everything prepared. We got the chicken shredded, we got the onions cut, we got the garlic cut, and we got the potatoes quartered. Next thing we got to do, move into the kitchen where things are getting a little hot. So let's start getting things prepared, shall we? We're going to want something to measure up cups of water, and we're going to want our extra virgin olive oil. Come with me. So, we're going to want the water to start boiling, so for our chicken stock, we want 4 cups of water. Now this is a 2-cup liter, or measure rather. We got 2 cups here. We'll put this into this one. Pour it like so. 1 more like that. Another 2 cups. 4 cups in total. We want to start boiling, so we're going to put on our rear element onto high. We're going to start with this other pot, which will be the main pot for our soup. We're going to take our extra virgin olive oil. Come in here, come here. You're going to want to see this. Come on. Take our extra virgin olive oil. And we want to cover. It seems there's some kind of child safety on this. My mom always told me I was a child at heart. Open it up like so. We want to cover about half of our bottom of our pot with some extra virgin olive oil. Always pour it around like this. Like so. Yeah, that's looking good, eh? Looking good. We're going to move it all around. Get it all over the bottom. There we go. A nice, easy, even film. We'll take our front element and we're going to put that on to between high and medium. So let's put it on 4 being middle, 8 being high. We'll put it around 5.5, maybe 6. Let's do 6, just like that. So that's going to start cooking up. Put the lid on here, so this will start boiling faster. This is going to be for a chicken stock, remember, so don't forget. Now we come out here, we get our garlic, make some space, our potatoes, then we're going to get our onions, like so, looking very good. They're going to be the first things we're going to start cooking up. And then, because we're moving into the kitchen, we might as well move the rest of our things out here. We'll bring our tomatoes, that'll be a little later, and we'll bring the chicken. That'll be one of the last things. Get the rest of our spices, our can opener, and our coconut. Now, what are we cooking up first? We got this thing going here a little bit. We're going to need a little spoon, wooden spoon preferably. We'll go with this one. Just move this around a bit. A lot of olive oil in there. Pretty good. It's starting to warm up now. You can smell it. Mmm, smells like old stove. Now, if you smell something not too good and you got a gas stove, you might want to check that out. This is an electric stove, so the worst that can happen is, I don't know, it's never happened yet, and hopefully it never does. Now we want to get our garlic here. We're going to pick that up like so. Mmm. You want to put it in here, sprinkle it all around. Oh, now this is going to start smelling real good. If you live with anybody, look at the sizzle. They're going to start smelling that in the air. They might come out of their rooms and think, what are you cooking up there? And you say, no, no, just wait on, hold on a minute. Making some delicious soup. And they're going to go, oh, I'm so sick. I don't think I can eat. And they're going to say, wait. Wait till you try this. Now, we got our garlic going. Now we got to get our onions going. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Sizzling up. Look at it go. It's dancing. It's like we're in Brasilia, watching some salsa dances. Or we're in the desert and we're surrounded by venomous snakes. But actually, we're in my kitchen and we're cooking up onions and we're cooking up garlic. We'll put the rest of there in. Whoa. Start mixing it all around. Don't want to keep it in too long of a spot for too long, because then we can start risking burning. We don't want burnt garlic. We'll look at it around there. Oh, look at that. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty excited. Alright, next up, we want to add our 1/4 cup of shredded coconut, unsweetened. Ooh. Start mixing that around. And then we want to add a 1/2 tablespoon of this, the red curry paste, and a 1/2 tablespoon of coriander. About that. Ooh, spicy. Get it moving around, moving it all around. It's getting a little stuck to the bottom here, but that's okay. Keep it moving like that. Oh yeah, get all the spices diffusing the flavor into the onions and the garlic. Moving around nice and quick here. We're gonna turn this down a little bit. Oh, you smell that? No, that is just smelling delicious. Make sure none of that's getting on there. Stuck to the bottom. How's this going? Very close to boiling. We want to make sure we have the chicken stock close at hand. And now we do. Next thing we want to start adding is the tomatoes. We're going to get our can opener. We're going to lock it in place. We're going to start opening it up. We've got to move fast here. We're working with hot things. Open that up real quick. Just like that. There you go. I don't know why it's locked in like this, but we'll just keep going. There we go. Like that. Add it all in. Oh, there we go. Now this is starting to look a little more like a soup, eh? Roll this around. Now this will stop some of your things from burning on here, which was going to happen there. And I must admit, I'm a bit of an amateur chef, but so is everybody when they start off, am I right? So we got that going on there. Oh, look at that. Nice and infused flavors. All the flavors coming together as one. It's like the United Nations. We got a bit of a boil coming on here. We'll wait a little more until then. We'll stir this around a little bit. Just like that. Next up, the potatoes. Move some of the stuff around here. We don't want to put the spoon in there. That's not going to be very tasty. And start just dropping them in there. Oh, raining potatoes. I'll be drafted to the NBA next year at this rate. I'll start mixing those around. Oh, It's all coming together. Oh, it's the garlic. It's the garlic that's the real key here. And that's what's going to start making you feel right as rain while it's raining. It's been raining a terrible lot here in Ottawa. And it's looking like it's going to rain some even more. Uh-oh. Glad I'm indoors. Now we have the water will come to a boil. We're going to get our OXO chicken stock. Rip these open. Rip these open a little better. There we go. Ooh. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on this, moving it around, moving it around. You need a bit of multitasking here. I'm going to open this up a little bit better here. There we go. Whew. It's hot. Next two, we want 4 packs of chicken stock here. There we go. Just one more. So let's open it up a bit here. We're having a bit of trouble here. Look at that. Oh, there's that. Whoa, there we go. We'll take another quick spoon here just to give it a bit of a stir around. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's looking good. Everything's coming together. We're coming right to the final finish line here. Next part, we add le crème de résistance, le chicken. We add this to this one here. There we go, shredded chicken. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. Put that in there. Oh, that nice shredded marinated chicken that we worked so hard on before. It takes a lot of time to get that chicken shredded, let me tell you. So, as I say, make sure you plan appropriately. Move this out of the way. We're gonna turn this off. Go like this. Mix this around a little bit. Oh, you can really smell that coconut. Mmm, creamy. And we'll get a fire-resistant glove. We don't want to scald ourselves. Got our broth here. I'm gonna mix this around a little bit, like that. And we're gonna add it to this, just like so. Mix it around a little bit. Make sure nothing gets stuck to the sides. We're gonna turn our element. We're gonna put it on low, just to let it simmer down a bit, like the great Bob Marley said. Mmm. Now there's a soup. Put the lid on. We wait for 40 minutes. See you, and we're back. Now 40 minutes have gone by. We've had this simmering nice and easily over here on low. A little thing that I forgot to mention before we left you last time was that you don't want the lid of the pot to be fully on like this. You want it slightly offset so that the flavors and the air can come out easily without it all boiling over and make a big mess. So let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. Delicious. Let's take a look at what we all got in here moving around. We got those tomatoes that really make up the basis of the soup, with that chicken broth, or chicken stock rather, with the shredded chicken mixing nicely in there with the red curry paste, the coriander, and the shredded coconut. That shredded coconut, you're really going to taste that, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. That is looking very, very good. Let's have a taste, shall we? We take our oven, we turn that off. We're all done this now. We'll get ourselves a bowl and a little soup ladle. Oh yeah, a nice hearty soup right here. Look at all that, nice starches. Those potatoes are gonna add a lot of girth to this soup. Put a bit more of that broth in there. Look at that. Let's have a bit of a taste, shall we? The best part about cooking, right at the end. Ooh, take a little bit here. Delicious. I'm feeling better already. And that is how you make chicken, coconut, and garlic soup. Remember, good cooking, good looking. See you next time.